Good evening, you guys. I'm bringing you guys a review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Basically, the ladies are back from Jamaica. They went to check on Drew. Drew had a slight accident. She broke her Achilles heel. She's to the point where she's in and out, but Sheree and Sanya decided to go by and check on her. Even though she says that her and Sheree had a little falling out, she's glad to know that Sheree thought enough of her to come and check on her. Drew has her shelf to make a plate for her, Sanya, and in other words, she made a plate for Drew, Sanya, and Sheree. The ladies decided they want to chop it up. They were basically discussing what happened in Jamaica. Uh, I don't know where it came out, but it came out of the blue. Sheree decided to tell Sanya about what Kenya supposedly said about her husband, basically saying that he was aggressive. So Sanya decides that she's gonna call Kenya right then and basically confront her about it. Kenya basically gets a little closed mouth about it, and Sanya didn't like that. She was asking her, did she say that about her husband? According to Sanya, she's basically giving Kenya too many chances, and like she said, she's strike three, she's out. Like she told her, she said she does not appreciate her saying things about her husband. He's off limits. Keep him out of her mouth. Basically, when she's trying to discuss it with Kenya, basically Kenya tells her that she's gonna call her back. Kenya, Kenya, it's the first time I ever seen Kenya not want to be confrontational. Because anybody that knows Kenya, that's what she is. She's a queen of confrontation. She will get clapped back. I don't know whether she wasn't expecting saying to basically ask her that, considering that she thought when they first started talking on the phone that it was gonna be, like a quiet little conversation, just basically chatting it up. Because she asked saying, was everything okay? So basically, what it was, as always, Sheree basically spewed the fire, and Sanya basically went over there to try to, confront Kenya. Kenya basically backpedals and tells that she'll call her back, but then she finally says that she don't remember saying anything like that. That she don't remember that conversation. So she basically tells Sanya that she will call her back. Next thing you know, she hung up in Sanya's face. Like Sanya was telling them, she is tired of Kenya's shenanigans and everything. And so basically they were chopping it up. Next thing you know, Drew falls asleep. Drew is on meds, so she just, I guess, the meds decided they wanted to kick in, and so that she basically fell asleep. So we're to the point where Miss Ray is finally getting her runway show off the runway, her She by Sheree line. She has enlisted a new lady to actually headline it and actually, put everything in motion. Which we've been waiting for a minute for Sheree to do the She by Sheree. She had did a couple of seasons ago when she used to be on the Housewives, but now I guess she's now revamping it and she's coming out with it and letting us see what she actually came out as far as her designs. The little things that I could see as far as the runway rehearsals are concerned, like she got some great designs. She got a lot of bodysuits in there, a lot of pantsuits. She got a lot of fitted things that everybody would be willing to buy. We have been hyping up. We have been looking and waiting for her to actually do She by Sheree. Considering that Chateau Sheree is finally finished, I got a chance to see that, but that's not where I saw it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I saw it on another show. And I have to say that the house is gorgeous. It has a lot of amenities to it. It has a lot of space. Miss Sheree is to the point where she knows she's trying to, make her debut and let the ladies know that, she is the queen of the runway, as they say. Drew decides she wants to meet with her mom. They are actually trying to do some kind of book, and they're kind of going over the fine print or whatever, and the mom is basically giving her 2 cents about what she wants to see in the book and what she doesn't want to see in it. Ronald, which is Drew's actual husband, he's going to give his input as well. They kind of bump heads on some of the things they want to see in the book versus some things they don't want to see. But I didn't think that he felt like the mom was going to have as much input in this as he thought. Also, went to the point where Marlo was basically had her sons to go back and stay with her sister for a minute. I guess she needed a little woosah. Now they're to the point where they're about to come back home. So she's basically getting the home ready and their room getting the room ready for them to come back. and she has a conversation with her sister about how they had been acting and how they had, been doing while they were with her. She basically lets her know that they were not cleaning up, basic, teenage stuff, one cleaning up, one washing dishes, stuff like that. Basically, what she's saying, when she gets back, they are going to go into therapy, and she is going to basically, I guess, whip them back into shape. Because last time when I saw the kids were on there with her, she basically had them doing chores and things like that. So she was basically trying to get them structured, which is a good thing. She basically said that she was missing them, so she had to, see what was going on as far as them coming back home. She said they had been away for 30 days, so it was, I guess, time for them to come back home, and she was getting everything ready as far as their room is concerned, tidying up, changing sheets, just a normal, rundown, waiting for somebody to come back. It's kind of a little bittersweet to see Marlo playing, as I say, the mom role. It's good that she's stepping in and trying to be a caretaker for her actual nephews, considering that the situation that her sister is going through. uh she had to take custody of the boys, so therefore they are back with her. So to see her in this particular role is actually great. Her oldest is William. Oldest nephew is William. He's 13, and she also has another nephew. He's 10 as well. So they are back, and they are trying to get into the swing of things. I guess being back home. I guess wherever they were to the point they could able do whatever they wanted to do per se. Now they got a little more structure when they get back home with Marlo. Marlo actually has a meet and greet with them. They decide they're gonna have pizza and chicken wings. And basically, welcome back into the home, and everybody get acquainted, sit down and have movie night, which I think was a great idea for the boys, considering that they look like they are glad to be back home. Marlo also has an assistant, so I'm assuming the assistant will help her out as far as helping out with the boys. So that's good that she has some actual help over there. But it's good to see Marlo, being in her role as far as the mom to her nephews. They need a good role models considering everything that's going on with them as far as their mom was concerned. It's good to know that they are in a positive environment, and she's trying to, help grow them and nurture them into positive young men, which is a good thing. We need that in this type of setting. So, like I said, I was glad to know that Marlo actually is glad to be in that position, and she, showing us that she can take on that. She don't just always be considered the fascination of the group. She actually can be a mom of the group. I don't think Marlo ever had kids of her own, so I think this is her actual moment to actually nurture and be a mom, even though it is in the position of being, mom and caregiver to her actual nephews. But we waiting to see what Miss Candy has to say, because we knew back in Jamaica that her and Marlo had a big old fallout. But Candy's actually to the point where she's getting her acting career, going or whatever. She's also getting Ace back into it as well. She's gonna put him into the acting role, so she got him an actual acting coach, which was great, considering that he is young. So you got to start him off young. That's good that she's actually getting him into something positive like that. He actually has a great speaking voice. I mean, as far as the little rehearsals that I see they were going through with the actual coach, he's doing really, really well. I didn't really think he would jump in and just be, as talkative and most important, speak as well as he did. So he does have a great speaking voice. Considering he is 6 years old. That's good. That Candy's letting him, do his thing. Because Candy is doing a lot of acting. I kind of like her role she's playing now, that she plays in The Shy. I don't know if a lot of people watch that, but she actually is on The Shy, and she actually plays Duda's actual wife. So she's really good on that particular end. I haven't seen the other plays she's in. They say she's in some type of musical, but I haven't had a chance to see her in that particular setting. But that's good that she's doing her acting thing, and she's pretty much trying to get her son into the acting gig. So that's a good thing, to pass it down, to give him something positive to look forward to and actually work on. Considering that not saying I don't think she's trying to push him in to be a child actor, but I think she's pretty much going to see what he's good at, and see what she can nurture him to be, and that's a good thing. Even though Candy does do both, she does sing as well. But I think right now, how she makes majority of her money is that she's write songs for different artists. But I was glad to see her actually helping her son with his actual debut into the acting world. But as far as this episode is concerned, I'm glad to see the ladies are actually showing each one of their positive attributes that they can bring to the show. Nothing wrong with them when they get together and they get to having, as I said, they cat fights. Nothing wrong with that, but you know, it's nothing more better than that to see them doing that. Waiting to see whether or not Miss Brooklyn is gonna be doing acting as well, considering that her mom was an actress as well. So we got to see whether or not Miss Kenya is going to do the same thing with Brooklyn. I don't know, but I think Brooklyn's a little bit. I think she's probably about 3 years old, so she probably, if she does do it, maybe she'll wait a minute for she, she can get a speaking voice in line and see how that goes. But Drew seems like they pretty excited about doing the book, so I'm waiting to see what they're actually going to name the book, and maybe we can get a chance to see it and maybe read it. But I'm glad to know that Marlo was ready for the boys to come back home, because when her and Candy had the falling out in Jamaica, Candy made it seem like she just, sent the boys away like she was tired of them or something like that. I don't think it's one of the things where she was tired of them. She probably just needed a reset, which is nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs a break. So it was nice to know that her sister was able to give her that break, and that way she can go back and, get, as I said, a reset and start back doing what she needs to do as far as helping her nephews get back into the normal swing of things. But it like the movie night went pretty good. Everybody sit around, they was eating the pizza and eating the chicken. So it seemed like they was pretty much, laughing and talking. So they was pretty much getting back acquainted, considering that they had been away for a minute. But she did tell them that don't think now that they're back home they're not gonna do their chores, because they are gonna be expected to do chores. And like she said, doing schoolwork is not a chore. That is something that you're required to do. And I'm glad that she told them that, because some parents are to the point where when the kids do good in school, they kind of reward them. There's nothing wrong with rewarding the child, but they make them seem like that's something that they got to be rewarded to do. Just like she said, that's something you should be doing as well. Period. Uh, Rob decides that he wants to bring Drew down the stairs, considering that, like I told you guys, she broke her Achilles, so she is in the cast. So that's to the point they are having throwing a birthday party. So we're gonna try to see how this thing goes, whether or not the ladies are gonna have a cat fight. Hopefully they won't. Drew Chef, it has some great things on the menu. Looks like they having surf and turf, so it looks like it's pretty good. Candy arrives, so does Miss Sheree. Everybody is pretty much prop right now. Nobody's late as of yet, so we're gonna pretty much see how this thing goes, and we're gonna make sure that hopefully they won't get to doing what they do. And that's argue. You know how these women do. So Drew has gotten her little scooter, so she's riding around her scooter, trying to be the hostess.
I want hot towels. I want hot towels. I want hot towels.
She is trying to be the hostess. So basically, Sheree is going on the balance sheet, and as of right now, we have 1,500 already. They spent over eight for the DJ, so I don't know what her budget was. Basically, what Sheree said, she not finna pay for nobody else's bright ideas. I guess it's one of those things where Drew was trying to put in some things in there that she didn't ask for. So Sheree is basically going over the budget and see what's going on. So Kenya is bringing, I think, a plus one as well. And basically, we find out that it's 9 days until the actual She by Sheree show. So I'm hoping that when they do the actual show, they will do a episode with just the She by Sheree show, so we can actually see the runway and see who the special guest is, because she's supposed to have some type of male model that's supposed to be a special guest. But people are rumored, they're saying the rumor is that it may be Martell Holt, the man she's supposedly dating. If you're not familiar with Martell, he's from Love and Marriage Huntsville. He used to be married to Melody Holt. So I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be him or not. I don't know. Could be. You never know. I like the top that Sheree is wearing. It looks like she has a Louis Vuitton top that she decided to take it and cut it, and she has the back, the front part on the back. So it's pretty cute how she has that set up. Sheree always had a knack for fashion, so it's kind of good to see her do her fashion line and actually come out. We can actually see it. Hopefully, we'll be able to purchase some things. Hopefully, Sanya shows up. Hopefully, her and Kenya won't get into it. Kenya shows up, not Kenya. Candy, I'm sorry. Candy shows up as well. Pretty much everybody is pretty much prompted on time. So they are to the point that they're having a birthday party. So now we've learned who the guests are. Now we're seeing that it actually is happening, as the people say. Waiting on Marlo to show up. Oh, so what the ladies are trying to do, they're trying to put Marlo and Kenya to have their birthday party together, which I don't think they're gonna work out, but we'll see. I don't think that's gonna really pan out considering they are having a little in other words they ain't on the best of terms right now. Candy throwing shade. She basically was asking Sheree that I know she didn't just say that her fashions was lost in Alaska. Mayetta is on here yet again. Mayetta is actually on Neo's ex-wife, ex-wife, not the one he's with now, currently his first wife. Finally, Marlo shows up. They've invited somebody by the name of Shay, supposed to be Kenya's cousin. Finally, Marlo's friends show up. So we still haven't seen Marlo yet. Hoping she'll show up eventually. We see Kenya pulling up, but we still know Marlo. Oh, I said it too quickly. Finally, Marlo does show up. Kenya throwing shade in the confessional as usual. So we got to see what they find out when they realize that they're supposed to have to be having that party together. I don't think they're gonna pretty much. I don't think they're gonna go along with that. I don't think it's gonna go as planned like they thinking. But hopefully these ladies won't be arguing too bad as far as this fashion show slash birthday party is concerned. But I enjoy bringing you guys the actual review of this actual episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I appreciate you guys for actually rocking with the channel. I enjoy bringing you guys the reviews. I hope you guys are enjoying the reviews as much as I am bringing them to you guys. I will continue to bring you guys the reviews every week. Most of you seem like you were taking pretty much to the Bell Collector, so I will continue to bring you that one and Ready to Love as well. And I appreciate you guys' support and hope you guys will like the video. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
I want pop show. I want pop show.